The average black person spends more on designer clothes, branded shoes, and luxury cars than an average white person on the same salary. Mischievous racists are quick to frame this as some sort of cultural defect, as failure to delay gratification, and black people's inability to build generational wealth. This is because they do not want to acknowledge the real driver of the phenomenon: racism.
There was a time when blacks were denied access to the nicer products sold in America, like clothes and even food. Store owners would provide subpar products that had a lasting and psychological impact. When blacks were finally able to shop at mainstream stores, they didn't skip a beat, even going for the nicer items, even if they couldn't afford it. Now take a look at this. This was a marketing tool for store owners back in 1954.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off brands.
Bosky, analysis.
Black people are not just buying luxury for fun, they are buying the respect others receive for free. Visible luxury material items are used as shields, as some form of defense mechanism in what is known as compensatory signaling. Because racism shapes what is taken seriously and who is presumed worthy, because black competence and class are doubted by default, expensive material symbols become both a defense and a counter-narrative. You may not respect my existence, but hopefully you will respect these signals of wealth that I'm giving off. It is also a form of external validation. Living under scrutiny and stereotype creates an incentive to display visible proof of success, especially when invisible achievements like degrees, investments, clean credits, savings, 401k, stocks are not assumed or believed by people you come across. A white person can walk into a store unwashed, in torn shorts, tattered clothes, and worn-out flip-flops, and still be treated with dignity and respect as a legitimate customer and offered the best service. A black person can walk in decently dressed, calm, and professional and still be ignored, neglected, treated with disdain, watched, talked down to, or even kicked out, unless something visibly expensive forces people to override their bias. In some cases, a white person wandering through a car park is just another car owner looking for his car. A black person doing the same is seen as a thief lurking for an opportunity to steal someone else's car. There are dozens of invisible eyes behind those windshields following your every move, and when you finally find your car, it had better be a nice one. Otherwise, every broker in the car park still assumes you were there to steal their miserable car. The unwritten rule for black people is, if dignity isn't granted, you buy the symbols that force people to give it. White people don't need a Rolex, or a designer bag, or a luxury car to be taken seriously. Their skin is the only luxury item they need. So the spending pattern isn't a cultural flaw. It's the cost of existing in a society where black people must purchase the basic respect others are handed automatically.